So today we got ourselves a brand new update on Call of Duty MW3. We're going to take a dive into what exactly is new and what exactly was updated. Without further ado, let's get right on into it. With this new update comes a ton of new improvements, new maps, new guns, meta changes, a bunch of patch notes. So let's get right into it and dive on in. So the new multiplayer maps that we will be expecting today is going to be Stash House, Vista, Departures, and Das House. We are going to get 4 new guns today. We are going to get a BP-50 assault rifle, looks a lot like the F-2000 from back in the day. We have a Ram 9 submachine gun, a variation from the beautiful Ram 7 that we all know, love, and today. We have allegedly an SOA subverter, which is a battle rifle, and it's coming later on in the season. And then a soul render, which is another melee weapon that's also coming on later in the season. It also seems like we're going to be getting some really dope aftermarket parts. The one that stuck out to me the most is this Jack Outlaw 277 kit for the Bass B. It looks really cool. It sounds really cool. It's going to apparently turn the Bass B into a lever action rifle like the bad Wild Wild West. So that's going to be really, really dope. Be on the lookout for that. And then we also have a 5.56 Holger with a high capacity drum mag and a side-by-side double barrel. So yeah, we got some interesting kits. We have a new perk and or vest that is into the game. We have the ninja vest coming back into it. Don't know why they're adding the ninja vest, as if we don't have covert sneakers already, blah 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 blah, but that's okay. Apparently it eliminates footsteps, sounds, and movement reduction effects, and you get a bonus shuriken or throwing knife ammo, and you get to resupply that ammo every 25 seconds. This is what we're all waiting for. We got 4 new operators coming in. First of all, let's introduce the Walking Dead times Modern Warfare 3 collab. Yes, it is finally happening today. We have Rick Grimes and as well as Michonne coming in to the game. Rick Grimes is going to be part of the battle pass, while Michonne is going to be coming in throughout the season. And then we have 2 other new operators. One is going to be Laswell, which is part of the battle pass, and then we have a John Doe Black Cell. All right, looks like they made some changes to the 88S idle sway. It initiates shortly after aiming down sights rather than immediately. So it introduces a delay in the sway curve. So that's pretty good. The only thing that isn't affected is sniper rifles. So sniper rifles will remain the same, but as far as any other game, you have about a 5 millisecond delay before your gun starts swaying and stuff like that. So if you have quick reaction time, you should be able to win all your gunfights, basically. So huge buff there. Same thing with the hipfire fire spray. Hipfire crosshair sway will no longer sway in the center of the screen while the player moves or rotates the camera. Nice. Certain stock attachments may reduce this behavior, but they're gonna fix that, so that's just a bug. But that's pretty cool, meaning that we should get no visual sway. And then it says bullet trajectory is now truly aligned with the hipfire crosshair. That's just spectacular. That's beautiful. I don't mean to really skip so fast ahead in this stuff. I'm just really looking for the main points, you know what I mean? Okay, and then they're gonna monitor the feedback with the changes of the sway and stuff like that. Because like I said, I mean, honestly, if you have a really quick reaction time with this no sway, in theory, if you have a good gunny and a good reaction time, which if you have a good reaction time, you usually have a good gunny. With rank play especially, I could see how this could kind of be like a very OP change. And I say that because if somebody does have a good reaction time and a good gunny, they are 9 out of 10 times, if not 10 out of 10 times, going to win the gunfight just based off of the visual feedback alone. You know what I mean? So like, let's not even include latency into it. Let's not even include hardware into it. You get 2 people that are in a normal gunfight, like between the distance between you and the first dummy, like, dude, it's over. It's 10 out of 10. Whoever has the faster reaction time is winning that gunfight. This is a L, so they decrease kill feed duration and the line fade. so it's going to be harder to hit kill feeds for the snipers. So to the community, that's an L. To me, that's a W. So this is huge. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but for like the past like couple months of like Call of Duty being like MW3 being a thing, every time you hovered over something new, it never went away. The little like dot over the thing, it never went away. It would never, dude, you could click on it, you could equip it, it didn't matter. It never went away. Now whenever you use a controller, it's gonna automatically go away. So beautiful. Platform exclusive calling cards will no longer be displayed when unavailable. Interesting. So they fixed the exploit that for the MTZ with the 40 round mag, basically is what this is saying. Invalid attachment combinations. So no more 40 round mag on the MTZ. This was apparently a huge thing for a lot of people too. I kind of noticed this during the Interstellar grind as well. Not only was it the visual bar, but the actual ticker and the actual like what would count as part of the stat or part of the progression wouldn't necessarily count. Like if you got a certain amount of headshots, blah blah blah. So they fixed that. All right, they made some changes to a couple maps. It says MW2 carry forward maps are now available in the quick play rotation. So I guess the maps they had last week, whatever, blah blah blah. High rise fixed the spawning. Sub base fixed P3. I don't know if that affects rank play. That could just be regular. Yeah, no, it's just regular. Terminal spawning, underpass spawning, or no, I'm sorry. Exploit bullshit. I don't care about this. They decreased the melee lunge distance. Okay, they increased MW2 weapons, so I wonder if MW2 weapons are going to be part of the meta. The MCW seems to have gotten a buff. We have ADS speed actually, I'm sorry. We have a nerf for the MCW. The ADS speed is increased by 10%, and the sprint to fire time is increased by 5%. We got a nerf on the BASB as well. We have increased sprint to fire increased sprint to fire time 9%, ADS time 4%, and then hip fire spread 26%. Looks like for the Sidewinder we did get a buff though. We got increased bullet velocity by 11%, just default, and then they decreased the recoil and gun kick significantly. So we're going to definitely check out the Sidewinder. The kit itself, though, seems to have gotten nerfed. Yeah, decreased accelerated rate of fire rate by 20%, increased delay before accelerated rate of fire by 150%, increased gun control and recoil control by 35%. So I guess they increased the control of that, but the Tech V also got a weird buff. Increased maximum damage range to 21%, and then near medium damage range to 16%. So I guess we're using MW2 guns now. It's also just all in multiplayer, which is really weird. But I guess it would carry over in the Warzone. Striker got a huge buff. We got 13% increased near medium damage range. And then we got increased medium damage range by 10%. So huge. No way. They also buffed the Wasp 9, as I like to call it, or the WSP 9, one of the greatest slept on submachine guns in this game. They decreased the ADS by 8%. They increased the maximum damage range by 12%. And then they increased the near medium damage range by 10%. Huge. So I'm definitely going to be rocking that as a secondary in the Warzone. They nerfed the Lockwood, the Shoddy Boys heavy, but it's still going to be OP. But specifically the barrel that everybody uses on it, they increased the sprint to fire penalty time by 22%. So there's that. Attack Eradicator got a nerf. We got increased sprint to fire time by 20%. And then we have increased ADS time by 3%. So not too bad, but still a little bit more sluggish. A bunch of changes to some MW2 weapons to fit with the balancing. So the MCW 6.8 got a significant nerf, but a little bit of a buff. The buff that it did give was it decreased the ADS time by 10%, but velocity is fucked, damage range is fucked, hip fire spread is everything is fucked. So I mean, it's good. I mean, the 6.8 was a little bit disgusting. If you got to use it, you got to use it. The interceptor sprint to fire time increased, and just another nerf that's not gonna do anything. Decreased neck damage multiplier from 1.62 to 1%. I don't know. It is what it is. For the knives, they decreased the melee lunge distance, which we've already read that. So now we're on to the rank play updates. So they removed Skid Row and added Rio to search. That's very weird. I don't like that at all. For hard points, they removed Terminal, added Rio, and they're bringing back Subbase with the fix of P3. I don't mind adding Rio. Why are we removing Terminal? Is it for bug fixes? Same thing with Skid Row. I assume it's for bug fixes. Now, we are no longer to use the SVA 545 anymore. We can't use the RAM 7, and we won't be able to use the new BP50 or the F2000. We will no longer be able to use the HRM9. That was a big one. Everybody was rocking that. So we're not going to be able to use that, as well as the RAM 9, the new one. We can no longer use the XRK Stalker, which is pretty cool. I just don't think we should be able to use sniper rifles in general. And they are taking away the BFB Jack, which is, and the Jack Bullseye, which I don't really use the Bullseye, but the BFB is pretty huge. Truth be told, I think that the Zen compensator, whatever that one is called, I think that attachment itself is a lot better than the BFB. Not only does it, in my opinion, shoot straighter, but you also don't get the risk of having the advanced UAV on your ping. But whatever. Can't use Ninja and you can't use TacPad. And they made some various changes to zombies and stuff like that, which I'm not really going to get into. But yeah, this was the brand new update on MW3. Gameplay to come soon. If you guys liked the video, please be sure to drop a like. Be sure to drop a comment if I missed anything, or if there's anything you guys would like to talk further about. And as well, have fun, and let's get those ranks up. Get yourself to top 250 this season. Peace.